Hello, you drivey people. You know, if you need your sound to be not so clean, but you want more grit to it. Now you're gonna ask me, Henning, why are you pushing a pedal that seems to be a 96 kilohertz blah 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 ADDA super mega computery digital distortion? At least that's what I found on the website. It's a digital pedal. Why are you doing that? Well, numerous reasons. Actually, the primary reason, I did this video for Thomann for this pedal, and I thought this is actually pretty damn good. Didn't even know it was digital in any way. Secondly, boss said, hey, you like the pedal? That's great. Let's do video for it. Thirdly, they're paying me to do it, and I like the money because food's a good thing. Ask my dogs. And then I was thinking, who would need such a pedal that has all these drives in one and has therefore a much smaller footprint than several drives that you would have, including boost and all that stuff. Now, I know you guys like to buy pedals. You like to buy that thing and watch that video, and that's all fine. Do it. Buy individual pedals. Have a tube screamer, have a blues driver, even have a metal zone if you need that. But what if you need those in a pinch on a small board for a gig where you can literally take 3 pedals? For a flyrig, having all this stuff, boosts and overdrives in good quality, in one MIDI compatible and presets saving pedal can actually be really cool. You could also go to, let's say you're working on guitar stuff for a musical, okay? You're hired to do the musical, and you take this pedal. Oh, this pedal, by the way, that Leslie's throwing on the screen. This one. You take this on a flyrig with some delays and whatever else you need, to that gig, to the rehearsals, and you figure out what you need, okay? You're like, oh, no, there's too much, too little, blah, 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 blah. And then you could say, now I know what I need, I've got my sounds. Option A would be, just use the OD200 because it's fine. Or your brain could say, no, I need analog drives. Meh. Well, then you know which ones you need. You know to go get a blues driver. You know you get a Brown soundy pedal. You can get a Charlie Brown from JHS. You can get the pedals that this stood for. There's quite a bit to like about having the drive and boost section of a big pedal board all in one pedal. I know you can probably find use for that. I could find use for that if space and money is an issue, okay? So looking at it, it's a sexy kind of beast. It is. It looks like the DS1-y kind of yellowy, orangey kind of pedal. You have an on-off thing. You can actually change what that does. I just saw there's a menu when you go, you click these, and there's all these things you can go into to decide what MIDI does and what this does, and where it go. All of it. Awesome. Do you need it? No. Can you do it? Yes. Low, middle, high. So, tone stack. You know what that does. Saves things. Level, drive. You know what that does. Parameter can be clicked and can be turned. I don't know what that does right now. I don't know what it's going through. It's going the boost. Okay. So that's pretty simple. Then you pick which pedal you want right there, or which drive you want. And the great thing is, you can boost that with a boost. You can say what type of boost, what the post level of the boost is, and the pre level of the boost. Okay, so how much the boost is pushing into your amp or your other drive, and then the overall level after it. And there's also, which is great, a decay in the threshold for built-in gate. So no matter how much it's doing, it's getting it to be silent. Silent! So the boost, and that's the great thing, I just found out, can also be, click these, click this. Now it's in serial, so the boost will go into the drive. There's a lot of boosts, pretty much more boosts even than you have the drives. But there's also a parallel where it's going, your drive's going into your amp and your boost is going in parallel and it's not affecting the drive. Okay? We can't show frickin' everything. So let's stay with the serial the way that it would be on a pedal board and get on with it. Okay? So for now, this is doing presets, as you can see. I'm holding this in, and now it's turning into my boost. Flickering, showing me that it would be my potential boost and not my memory. How we're gonna do this with a lot of amps, I don't know. But first we're gonna go through drives, and then we take one drive that we like and push that into different amps. I think that might make sense. This is Friedman Vintage S. It's a great guitar for this video. It's rock and roll, it's got single chords, got everything. I'm going into the Tone King Sky King. A little bit of reverb from the Sky King. I have more amps on to be picked later. So, I will pick my Ode, my overdrive. It always goes to CLN, which is the type of boost. What if I click that? It's always showing me what is selected down here, which might not be a bad thing. I know what I want to play, but I can't. Okay, now there is a clean boost. Let's see if I kick that in. And the noise is gone. That works. Now this was only a clean boost. So I could go to type, type, and actually change that with a parameter. Treble boost. So I'm pushing that overdrive into itself, overdrive into overdrive. That was so freaking smoking. That OD200 so hot, it broke the string. Voila! Oz ROA. Roasted maple neck. Good guitar. Brighter than the Friedman. Not a lot of output, but that's what the boost is for. I want to make a Shaboost cream. Shaboost, boost, Shaboost. You know, Great British Bake Off, they do that. I don't know what a Shaboost cream is. Say whatever you want, that's a good sound. So you could clearly see I have a lot of options as to, I can even boost with the fuzz, as to what I want to boost with. So going into those again, the combinations are not endless, but myriads. There's a lot of them. So, moving on. That's a kick-ass sound. Okay, yes, we move on with the Blues Driver. Much fatter. And again, you can boost that. I'm having fun. Am I in tune? Moving on to the Tube Screamer. That should be, you know, what the Tube Screamer's like. Centaur. That's a clown. I like that one a lot, and of course you can boost that. X-Drive is a multi-band kind of a drive. It distorts differently in different frequency ranges. Sounds a little bit artificial to me, but it's an uncommon kind of distortion. But it's fun. Standard distortion, I'm gonna go with this, probably like a DS1 kind of a thing. Oh, for anyone interested in a Vola now has an EU shop. I put the link below, and you can actually get 10% off of all Vola guitars by just saying Henning. So use a coupon code Henning, and then you get 10% off. I mean, what's not to like? That's hundreds of euro. X distortion is the same as the X O-Drive, just with more, you know. Yeah, it's weird to hear the different, in the high end it sounds different. It's kind of weird, but it's, you know, why not? That one doesn't floor me too much. The low gainy stuff I really do like. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that could be cool. Playing with the post gain of the boost. That gain stack is that EQ is crazy. You can do a lot with that. Here's a brown. Not too shabby. The X Metal, again, a multi-band kind of a thing. My favorite, first. If you only need fuzz once in a while, why not have it in a box that has tons of stuff and you need it once in a while? I'm gonna go to, I think the overdrive and the centaur are probably like my favorite ones. We're gonna take that into different amps. So we were just in the Sky King by Tone King. We're gonna go into the Marshall SV20 Studio Vintage. It's a mini plexi. Come on, let's call it what it is. It's a freaking mini plexi right up there. Much better. It reacts rather fizzly. Let's see, overdrive. Let's do a big ass test. Marshall JCM 800 sounds like this. No, it shouldn't. Sounds like this. Gonna go pick a tube screamer and kick that thing into gear. It does what it's supposed to do. That works. We also have on the Dirty Shirty from Friedman. Works! AC20 from Morgan, which is a Voxy kind of a thing. it retains the sound of the amp rather well. I'm impressed. I'm gonna go to the orange rock Reverb 50. Actually, it sounds like I'm putting pedals into them, you know, not a multi-overdrive digital thing. That's with a more gain, it's difficult, especially in the orange. Let's go. Where was it? Here in the Morgan again. So bottom line, make it big, Leslie. The OD200 from the Boss People will cost you about 1.5 times what a good overdrive with 3 knobs will cost you. It easily, you know, has 5 good sounds. Oh, showing you how to save something, by the way. This is how you change between presets or... wait, you hold this in. Go to memory and then you just click through them. Easy. Peasy. Turn this off. You set up something. You say, I want to save it. You hold this in. You click to where you want it. You hold it in. You're done. It is mono. It has mono input, mono output. It does on the left side of it. Leslie was prepared to show the right side. Thank you, babe. MIDI ins and outs, which, how much do you really want to MIDI control your overdrives? Could you? Yes. Would you? I don't know. If you want to, you have to purchase these mini jack to MIDI cables. I really think Boss should include them, but they don't. That's a thing that I really criticize, because why not? It can't be much money. On the back, it has one of these compartments, holds 3 AA batteries. The batteries are included, the freaking cables are not. So you can't battery power this if you want to. How long the batteries last, I don't know. I suggest a power supply. On the back it says only Boss. Obviously that's bullshit. Use whatever power supply you have if it has enough milliamps. Doesn't say how many milliamps it needs. It's digital pedal, needs a little bit more. There's also a control and an expression. There's also a control and an expression pedal input, which means you can control and expression it. You could possibly, I don't know, do rampies of drivies or levels or boosties or switch remotely boost on and off. If it, all these options are there. So, am I floored by all those drives? No. Are many of them good? Yes. Low gain to high gain? Yes. Boost any of them with any other of them plus more? Yes. Very flexible tonal control? Yes. Flexible level control with pre and post? Yes. Built-in gate? Now that's amazing. That alone, good gate, $150. Bam! Right out of the window. So, if you like the Centro, which I think I do, the overdrive, great. Screamer, great. Distortion, if you need it. Fat drive, brown, good. Fuzz, if you need it. If you like 3 or 4 of them, and then fiddle around with the other ones if you once in a while need to. Let's say you're playing in a cover band, you need to have that metal song, but you're really not the metal guy, but once in a while you need that metal ba-dong, you know, don't buy an extra drive, buy the OD200. I think there's quite a few uses. Realistically, on a flyrig, if I needed to build a pedal board that can do a lot of stuff in a very limited space, put a DC7 from Chuck's under it as your power supply, OD200, these two, you're still on a rather small pedal board, and you kind of covered a lot of sounds, especially if you can somehow MIDI control them. You know, which then they're not really that close to each other because they have these things. But let's assume, okay, like this. It's not a huge board, but you can cover quite a bit, and you're only just over $1,000, a little bit more. But I didn't think this would be good. I wasn't excited when it came out. When I had it for the video that I did for Thomann, I had fun with it, and I actually liked what it could do, which is why I'm making this video, because if I find something that I'm excited about, I contact the company and said, look, can we make a video? And we did. This was it. Thanks, Boss, for doing this. Thanks for sponsoring the video. Links below to the guitar, to the pedals and all that stuff. Please use them. If you use my links, that really helps. Most of you don't know this. If you support me on Patreon, that really helps me. Most of you don't know this and don't do it. Help me out making this a job that enables me to be honest with you, even though I'm charging Boss. Okay? I bitched about stuff. That's the thing. We are independent YouTube channels that live off of you guys. So if you support us, we can bring you the skinny on the products without being beholden to anyone. I'm beholden to Leslie. She's the boss. She's up there switching. Thank you for that. The animals are with her, and some of them will be at the end, which is now.